Local breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
And we are going to begin tonight with a multi-million-dollar expansion that stretches into 3 counties.
$59 million worth approved today by the Greenville Hospital System Board of Trustees. $19 million of that will expand the 4th floor at the Patewood campus, accommodating low-risk obstetrics that are offered now at the main hospital. $40 million will be used to develop outpatient care centers in Anderson and Spartanburg counties. These are said to be comprehensive, multi-specialty.
Those are key markets for us, and we don't have a significant footprint in those marketplaces. We have patients who come to us from those areas. We want to bring more convenient patient services to those markets.
Now, just a few weeks ago, the state Supreme Court upheld funding the Certificate of Need process. Funding for the CON program had been vetoed last year by Governor Nikki Haley, but the High Court said she could not wipe out the program, so GHS will have to apply for a Certificate of Need. And since ANMED and Spartanburg Regional already serve those counties, it is expected they will have something to say about the Certificate of Need. In fact, just a few moments ago, we heard from ANMED, which said, although we were not aware of GHS's plans to further expand into Anderson County, we are not surprised by the recent announcement. Going forward, the landscape of health care will change, and competition for an expanding share of insured patients will increase. There is more to that statement. You can read it right now on WYFF4.com, our website, and we'll have much more tonight at 11 o'clock. We have not yet heard from Spartanburg Regional.
Guy Ford helping us cover this right now. Our first responders have a sad situation on their hands in Anderson County. It's a deadly wreck here on Mountain View Road. The Highway Patrol tells us a homeowner found the wreckage around 4 this afternoon. Now, our crew here at the scene tells us that homeowner came home to find a pickup truck crashed into some trees you see there on the property. A man was slumped over in the truck, and there was a dog in the truck as well. Our crew tells us the dog has been rescued. The mother whose child was kidnapped last week is in trouble with the law tonight. Edith Alvarado is charged with cruelty to children. Greenville County deputies say she left her 3-year-old son in the car while it was running. It happened outside La Speranza Bakery on North Pleasantburg Drive. Deputies tell us Perry Anthony stole the car with the child still inside. The little boy was soon found later that morning in the Taylors community. Anthony was arrested later that night in Pickens County. The mom, Edith Alvarado, is due at a bond hearing later on tonight.
3 people face charges after deputies say the 3 tried to sell stolen items to a pawn shop where the victim worked. Justin Ryan Hutchins, Thomas Daniel Stewart, and Natasha Marie Tribble are all charged with receiving stolen goods. They're also facing a drug charge. The 3 were arrested at B&B Sporting Goods and Pawn Shop in Anderson County Monday. Anderson police say the suspects broke into a car on Postel Drive and stole a ring, gun, cash, and more before trying to sell some of the stolen items at the pawn shop where the victim worked.
Well, now to the police looking for help in 2 states. A reward is on the table tonight in a Georgia case, but the police say the people they're looking for actually fled into South Carolina. 28-year-old Montevious Flintal was killed back on March 18th. It happened at his home on Pageland Drive in Toccoa. 3 people, 2 men and a woman, were seen leaving the area in a gray Ford Edge around 8 o'clock that morning. In fact, take a look here. Police say the same vehicle was spotted passing through Westminster at 8:30. That's a surveillance shot from the Relax Inn. If you have any information about this case, call the Toccoa Police. We'll leave the number up for a bit, 706-282-3244. An upstate woman is pleading for help to solve her husband's murder. WYFF News 4's Mandy Gaither is live and local in Anderson County for us tonight. Mandy, the case has gone cold, right?
Well, that's right. It'll be nearly 2 years this summer since Joe Laughlin was murdered, and that's why deputies here are hoping to breathe new life into the case.
At 110 Drake Circle, you'll find Anita Laughlin sitting in her husband's shop. She says this is as close as she can get to him now.
And you get this feeling that he's here.
Anita was visiting family in Texas on July 3rd, 2012. She had been calling her husband Joe all day with no answer. When he failed to show up for work, co-workers called deputies. The 50-year-old was found inside his home, shot 5 times. So many questions, not enough answers. Anderson County deputies are now reaching out, hoping another witness with information will come forward as the 2-year anniversary of Joe's murder inches closer.
Now it's just a waiting game to see where it's going from here.
The hardest part for this wife, knowing her husband never got to meet his granddaughter. The 18-month-old now plays in his shop.
I just miss him so much. every day.
The same place Anita seeks refuge, hoping one day for closure.
And anyone with information is asked to call Anderson County Crime Stoppers. That number, 888-CRIME-SC. Mandy Gaither, WYFF News 4 Live in Anderson County.
Thank you, Mandy. A woman faces charges after police say she chased her husband with a butcher knife, tried to stab him in the back, and choked her daughter. 31-year-old Sumi Jenkins is charged with criminal domestic violence and unlawful neglect of a child. Oconee County deputies say she held a butcher knife to her husband's throat, threatening to kill him. Deputies say she also put her hands around her 13-year-old daughter's neck and held the child down while choking her. She's been released from jail on bond.
Commitment 2014 for you now. Voters across Georgia are deciding two key primaries in a race for an opening U.S. Senate seat. That race is among a dozen being watched at a national level this year. Democrats and Republicans are vying for the seat held by Senator Saxby Chambliss. You may know he is not seeking another term. Republicans need to gain 6 seats to claim a Senate majority, and they can't afford to lose that Georgia seat. Polls are open until 7 o'clock tonight.
The dog, nicknamed Piper because his head was stuck in a pipe, is free of the pipe and resting at the Oconee County Animal Shelter. As WYFF News 4's Myra Ruiz reports, the dog is preparing for a quiet life with a family after finding himself in the national spotlight.
We are at Charles Williams' home in Westminster, and this is where Piper, also known as Pup, will be taking up permanent residence.
The dog, nicknamed Piper for obvious reasons, kept the phones ringing. At the Oconee County Animal Shelter,
there was a professional animal rescuer out of Los Angeles, and he was willing to come free of charge to fly out here from Los Angeles.
And the sheriff's office.
And I said, the best thing to do is just to leave the area, let the dog go back in his normal routine.
The Oconee County Animal Control, can I help you?
We were doing our best to try to figure out how to catch this wild dog.
He comes every morning for food. I call him, he comes up and eats.
But Charles Williams says the dog he calls Pup was scared away by the many people who were trying to catch him.
People are throwing food out here like you wouldn't believe.
He was caught when he came back to eat, pipe-free, Monday night. The dog with the problem now has a face.
But, you know, I'd like to thank everybody that helped.
In a few days, Pup is expected to move in here permanently. They're building a kennel for him, and he'll be able to play with Big Boy, Cujo, and Pepper as much as he wants. Myra Ruiz, WYFF News 4, Westminster.